When I was a child, I was the fastest kid in my school. Not the fastest girl, the fastest kid. In middle school, I beat all the boys at math. In high school, I beat them at billiards. When I enlisted in my 20s, men told me to my face that women should not be allowed to serve. And then I beat them at tactical maneuvers, and marksmanship, and push-ups, and turning wrenches. My name and many a fucking bitch were scrawled in male latrines from Iraq to South Korea. I didn't sign up to be a mechanic. Instead, I was reclassed needs of the Army, which means the job I enlisted for is not the job the Army made me do. They gave me 4 choices out of over 150 military occupational specialties. Males reclassed at the same time got to choose from more than 30. So I was transferred from one advanced individual training to another, where I learned all the intricacies of taking tanks apart and putting them back together again. After a long summer as the only female in a platoon of 100 troops fresh out of male-only basic training, who had feelings about being my subordinates, I finally graduated and officially became a track vehicle mechanic. Until I got stationed. Because the Army wouldn't station females. Even females they spent probably hundreds of thousands of dollars training specifically to fix track vehicles with units that actually had tanks, which were male-only combat units. So I became a wheeled vehicle mechanic by default. The bitterness stayed with me from station to station, though I struggled to write it with much emotional impact. Maybe because being a soldier means learning not to feel emotion, learning to keep a straight face no matter what. I can remember the acrid inequality boiling over into a rage when a team was selected for detachment to a combat unit at a stateside garrison duty station. By which I mean reporting for duty to a different part of the same military installation in Texas, not Fallujah. Even though I was the only track vehicle mechanic in my company, they sent male mechanics in my place, who had no idea how to work on the turbine engines in an M1 Abrams tank. That was my job. Mine. I earned it. And they gave it to less qualified men anyway, because that was Army policy at the time. Sorry, specialist, we would send you if we could. I remember swinging a metal pipe around the shop like a baseball bat, cursing under my breath, and screaming on the inside, with a mostly straight face. The guys avoided me all afternoon. Some of them got why I was so upset and felt bad. Some thought it was funny, and some, I think, were scared of me and my wicked metal pipe, audibly slicing the air, just aching for something to hit. The next day, I had to push all that rage down deep, fall into first formation, and get back to work turning wrenches on Humvees. I can vividly imagine, because I can't quite actually recall, that I probably turned those wrenches violently for weeks after that, probably taking all that non-regulation fury out on my own bloody knuckles and soldiering on.